It's the NFL on EA Sports. And it's Kool-Aid McKinstry, who's now up to 30 tackles so far this season. It's the Saints and the Eagles on Sunday night primetime.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Kate Scott and Brock here with you once again. This week, going to be a step in the right direction for one of our teams we've got, Brock. Both of whom haven't played the type of ball early in the season that they want. Both coming into this one below 500.
And you and I both know we're not math majors, but we do know this. You stay below 500 in this league, well, you're going to be headed to the top of next spring's NFL draft order. We're not to that point yet, but whoever comes out short here will find themselves.
Cam Little after the opening kick. And we're underway from Philadelphia. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And look at this return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Second and 6 coming up here. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Second down, he takes the option right. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Hand off now to Shipley. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Completed to Davis. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 26-yard line.
Complete out to the right side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Finding Davis. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the Saints 10-yard line.
From the gun, Shipley gets it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Has it in close. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
You're good on the point after. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now he's York to kick this one away. Moore with a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Saints take the field. They'll be led out by one of the league's promising young talents at quarterback in his first season out of Texas.
Just knowing this quarterback in his mindset, there is no question he would give up 400 some yards he threw for last week for a W. Really, stats don't matter. No matter how productive you are playing that position, and boy, was he last week. It really comes down to finding a way to win. As they like to say, winners win in the end, and he and his crew got to get it done today.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw now. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Brought in right side. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. On first down, Hurts. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
The coverage by Joey Porter Jr.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Coleman with the grab. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Hurts now from the gun. Davis there to grab it. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And the Saints grab it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't...
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy is screaming something hit the ground, while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down.
Don't touch that! Don't touch that! Don't touch it!
First down throwing for Hurts. Hit some space around midfield. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Saints grab it! And this return will reach the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints finish off their opening drive. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
Cam Little to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints tie this game 7-7. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. The Eagles and running back Will Shipley getting back to work. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. All right, set now. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They motion a receiver left. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it'll be 2nd down. Now Hurts. Short pass brought in. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by Quay Walker. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Hurts throwing again. Advised. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Saints will get set to take over. They've got first down from the 31. They'll come out throwing. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now. Cut out left. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. Stop for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. It's fielded at the 14. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will take possession. Now the Eagle offense. the one. After they were forced to punt it away. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. From the pistol, Hurts. Throwing the out route complete. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Pickup was 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing here, Hurts. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. Picked off by Junior Colson. And the Saints take over as he records his 10th career INT. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
What you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Here comes the Saints offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, no, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. So now here's 3rd and 5. Pass play now. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. That one's rejected at the line. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. This 42 yards from the right hash. The kick by Shudak is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Straight ahead with Shipley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Another one for Shipley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
They'll bring out the punter here. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. They'll cobble together a yard there. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They're going play action. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Throw on 3rd down. Finds a man right side. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to the link right after this. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Takes it in at the 26. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Eagles headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Completed to Davis. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the Saints' 20-yard line.
They'll send him over right. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a second quarter lead. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. On now is York to kick this one away. Moore with a return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Saints come marching onto the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. They'll throw to begin this drive. Hits him on the out route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To the air now on 1st and 10. Gets this one to Andrews. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll score, touchdown New Orleans! The Saints take a second quarter lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. and he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Saints push their lead to 3. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jeremiah Owusu-Koromoa there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 5. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. Setting up a throw. Complete out to the right side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Neighbors with the catch. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3rd and 4 coming up now. He's going to throw this one. Complete beyond the marker. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First and 10 now from the 30. He'll throw it yet again. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. He'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. 16 yards on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Working inside the red zone. This throw is cupped. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Into the hands of Neighbors. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The kick by Shudak is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Returnable from the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Out of the gun, it gives to Shipley. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Throw left side, complete. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 38-yard line.
Right up the gut. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
On third down, it's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run. Caught off a tackle, but he lost the football. And the Saints grab it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
On first down, they'll run. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. To throw here on first down. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. At 2:01 on the clock, this is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. First down throwing for Hurts. Throw left side, caught by Davis. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Hurts now from the gun. On the quick slant, it's Davis. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. That's going to be cut by Shipley. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
From the pistol, Hurts. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Philadelphia first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Hurts throwing again. He has room past the 25. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Cut near the goal line. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
York now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Moore with a return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Saints back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. They're up by just 2, so you have to think they just want to get to the locker room. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 1 play in, and already they're close to midfield. They'll throw on first. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing now on first down. Hits him on the in route. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down. The Saints call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Still sticking with the passing game. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Looking to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. So at halftime, the Saints fighting to an advantage on the road. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where you see the final score there. Joe Burrow, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Troy Franklin, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Breece Hall, a touchdown run in the victory. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football.
And now he's York to kick this one away.
The team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
With a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Saints offense ready to start this third quarter. They certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. This is complete to Neighbors. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Andrews with the catch. And they take him down right along the 30. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Putting a receiver in motion. The give here on 2nd. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? It did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. He tosses right to the short side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, He's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finding Davis. And that's good for a gain of 5. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
At the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. He completes it in traffic. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Running back sent in motion. On 1st down, Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing it again here. Called in left side. Stiff arm success. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Getting out to his left. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Eagles grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Now he's York to kick this one away. Moore with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Saints and this running back headed back out for a new series. He'll get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. They'll run here on first down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. From the 32. He's going to push one deep down the right. And he breaks up that throw for the moment. A good defensive play as we hear what this flag's about. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still 2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. This one's caught. It's Andrews near the sideline. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gets this one to Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They're going play action. Finds a man right side. Juke the defender. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And he's able to get this down to the edge of the red zone. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the 21. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Cut near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Has it in close. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down. Here we go, right up the gut. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Saints take a 3rd quarter lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after this game. Turnovers have just interrupted his performance in this one. Made it really tough for him and this team to get into and stay in any kind of rhythm. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by Reek Woolen.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They're running the option, short side. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Chase Young bringing him down there. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shipley now up the middle. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Brought down by Quay Walker. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Shipley. Into the secondary past the 40. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the pistol, Hurts. That one's incomplete over the middle. Trying to find his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down. Hurts to throw. Coleman with the grab. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Now Hurts. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that makes it 4th down. Katie York now on for the field goal. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
I know we see these kickers make kicks from this distance all the time, but it never ceases to be impressive. Everything's on the dot, and it's a big 3 points.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The Saints returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Cut out left. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Shipley gets it. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Second down now, 7 to go.
No touchdown. No touchdown.
On the give, here's Shipley. And the hit stuffs him cold. Well, he maybe got back to the line. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
No touchdown. No
They
touchdown.
kick the running back in motion. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Complete to Coleman. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
1st and 10 from the 41. Throwing here, Hurts. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Hurts throwing again. It is Cup left side. And this one doesn't go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's on the move. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. He goes back to him yet again, complete.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hurts looking to throw. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
A 41-yard attempt.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Pass play on 1st and 10. Sideline throw reeled in by Neighbors. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Nick Sirianni going to have the officials look at this one again. He's throwing that challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
So the challenge ends up successful. He, in fact, did not get both feet in. This is incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home that side.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and throw it here. Gets this one to Andrews. And he's brought down for a loss.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Running back, motioning right. Here he is on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 8. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Shipley. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Hurts now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Philadelphia! A should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. York tacks on that extra point. And the Eagles push the lead to 2 scores now. On now is York to kick this one away. Moore with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Neighbors with a catch. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Looking to the air here. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll throw on 1st. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 13 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. He'll throw it yet again. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. 2nd and 1. Has him on the quick hitter. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Working quickly here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done. This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles leading by 6. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Give now to the running back. And he's brought down for a loss. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Hand off now to Shipley. And the struggles from the last play carry into this one. This also just gets back to the line. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 58 yards on the punt there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. Andrews with the catch. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Hits his running back. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both tote the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
And he works this to the 38 before going down. Try and push it deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Now to throw. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Eagles will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week.